Okay, so I'm back to explain to you what all of this is. These are all of my 3D printed parts that Dave created. Now, we started out with rings because initially we thought that we'd only have the button sitting on the cap like this and then this covering it. But then we realized we want to make it so that it doesn't get wet. So we wanted to seal this and actually put Velcro. Our design has actually changed because we ran into some problems once we did that because the button became bigger. And I'll tell you why. The animation changed once we cut this off and this laid really close to it. We no longer got the effect that we did when we were using this one, which sits higher. But then look how big my button turns out. So let me show you what we're thinking of doing. Okay, so I'm back to show you. So what I'm going to have to do is this is going to be my poncho. I took a piece just to audition it because I'm not going to cut the poncho. And then now this is going to actually sit on top of the button like that. See? So it's going to be like that. I'm sorry that it pops out because it's just a template. Let me put that down so you can see. Okay, so now that it's on there, try not to move it so it doesn't come off again. Okay, so the NeoPixel ring button is going to sit there. Then we will have a end cap that we will put behind it. See? So that's going to be on the other side of the poncho. This way, we'll only have that little bit showing on the poncho, and the rest will be on the back. There we go. Because I didn't want the button to look so big on Pierre, being that he's so tiny. Okay, so that's one thing that we're doing, that we've had to change. Now, we do need 2 of these for the tops of the umbrellas. And on the umbrella hats, I keep saying umbrellas. I'm sorry. On the umbrella hats, what we're going to do is we're going to drop a NeoPixel ring inside. But first, I am going to separate the NeoPixel ring with a spacer so that I get the animation that I want. And I actually used one of the caps and I cut one of those lines off so that I can create a spacer for this. See? So it'll sit right at the top because the higher the NeoPixel ring sits from the front of the cap, the nicer the animation is. And then I'm going to have a Gemma on the side. My circuit's going to be on the side with the wires and the battery. So I'm going to have it just like this on the side. See? Okay? Without this in the middle. It's going to be hollow. Now, let me show you Pierre's frame. Here's Pierre's frame for his umbrella hat. And let me tell you how cool this all turned out. If I leave the original fat piece, where's my fat piece? I will show you that if I leave the original piece, I can then take, you see this? This is the cap to the umbrella hat. I will be able to drop my NeoPixel ring in here. And where's my spacer? Let me get my spacer. No matter how much I prepare for my videos, something always seems to go wrong. Okay, so see? Then that will sit, of course, I forgot my ring. We will then add a little ring to hold that in place. I'm just auditioning it for now, see? And then we'll turn it around. And look how well the lid to the umbrella hat fits in here. Now, it just screws on here. So it's going to sit like that. Isn't that cool? Let me turn it around. And it will sit, oops, like that. See? And the animation will still be the same, but my little circuit, my Gemma will sit out here like this somewhere. Now, I don't mind my electronics showing. I actually like that. I want it to look geeky. I want this to be a festive and fun poncho. So I don't mind that all of my electronics show. That's why I'm trying to make everything look really nice. So I will show you the rest as things come along. Now I have a lot of video and a lot of pictures, so I'm going to be posting more often because I really want you to see my build, and I'm trying to get as much as I can so that I can post it on my blog. Thanks!